Hello, this is Professor Laura Valeri again. In this video, I'm going to show you how we're going to handle the workshop assignment for this online class. The first thing that you need to know is that this is a multiple step process, and so be aware that you have several steps to complete. We'll take it step by step. Step one is to find out which group you're in. So let's start with that. When you go to your folio, make sure that you're in the right folio course. In the main menu up here, you find Resources. Click on that, and you will see that the second selection is Groups. Click on that, and it will take you to the Groups page. By default, this screen will show you the Creative Nonfiction workshop. But if you want to go to other workshops, simply click on the menu, and you can select Fiction or Poetry. You will see that there are two groups listed in here. If you want to find out what the members for each group are, simply go under the Members column and click on the number. The screen will show you all the names of all the people in this particular group. Please take a note of who is in your group, print it out or make a list, whatever is most comfortable for you, because the next step is that we will go to Google Drive. We will look at the documents that people submitted, and you will read and comment only on those documents that people in your group wrote. I'm going to show you here the next step, which is to go to your Georgia Southern account, click on My Apps. By default, you will be directed to your Georgia Southern Gmail account, and then you click on Drive. In your Drive, you can find your personal folder, and you can click the Creative Nonfiction Workshop folder. If everybody followed instructions correctly, all of the documents for people in this class will be in this folder. Look under the Owner column to see who the document belongs to, and if that person has filled in a Gmail account, then there will be some information about them. Make sure that you select the people who are in your group and in your group only, and when you know who they are, start one by clicking on their files, so that you can go ahead and read their essay. The next video will show you how to insert comments in Google Docs, how to delete them, edit them, respond to them, and how to set your notifications so that you don't get overwhelmed with email. See you in the next video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to manipulate the comment feature in Google Docs. For the purpose of this, I have called up a document from an anonymous student, and let's just assume that this particular essay was in the workshop folder and that this is someone that we're working with in the class. Naturally, the first thing you want to do is read the whole essay once and think about comments that you want to put there. Naturally, as soon as you start reading, you will probably see things you want to comment on right in that first paragraph. So it's a good idea when you have a good idea for a comment is to start commenting on it right away. So right now I'm looking at some things I want to comment on. For example, that sentence there that says, "But unlike most kids my age, I was not partying in Panama." So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the word that I'm interested in. I can click on the comment box or on the comment icon. I'll click on the icon right now. And the box will appear where I can type in a comment that will be specific to that particular place that I've highlighted. So what I'm typing in here is that I'm not sure what he's referring to, and does he mean in Central America. And I click on comment, and the comment is saved. And then I go on reading, and if I see other places where I can comment, I can comment on. Or if I want to edit what I said, I click on the box where my comment is and click on Edit. And then in this particular case, I can just delete part of my sentence because I've realized that maybe he meant Panama City, Florida, and not Central America. And I'm asking him to please clarify that for other readers. And then once again, click on Save, and the comment is saved. I can also delete it if I want to. But basically, if you go through the entire document and go through places where you're going to comment, or if you prefer to leave a general comment, click on the comment box You can see all the comments that other people placed here, and you can reply by clicking on reply. And for example, I'll say, yes, I do think he meant Panama City, Florida. I agree that he should specify what he means. And then click on reply, and click back into the document so the comment box will close, and you'll notice that all the changes are saved in Drive almost automatically, so you don't have to worry about clicking save buttons or anything like that. And then once again, if you want to change anything, you click on the box and change it. Now let's look at what it looks like from the other end. On the other person's end, the folder where they have saved the file will be bolded, because that means that somebody has made a change to it, any kind of change, whether leaving a comment or other things. And you'll see that within that folder, also the very file that we made changes to is bolded as well. So you can click on it, and if you give it just a second or two, you will see the comments that appear. So right now, only those two comments appear. Let's click on them. You can see that you have the option to resolve the comment, and if you click on that, the comments will just disappear, so be careful to not resolve until the workshop is finished, until I've graded everybody's efforts. Once again, if he wants to reply to a comment that we left, he can simply click on reply to the comment that he's most interested in replying to, type, and click reply. Clicking into the document takes you back into out of the comment box and into the document, and everything is automatically saved. Once again, clicking on the comment box will show everybody's comments. And then if you don't want to receive an email every time somebody makes a comment, you will want to click on the notification settings. You have one option, not to receive any email at all, or you can specify when you want to receive the email. In this case, we'll say when somebody replies to my comment or when somebody specifically refers to me. And that way you don't have to go crazy receiving an email every time somebody types in a comment. When you're finished placing your comments in Google Docs, you will also want to reply to some of the comments that your peers made. Please don't make empty replies, but actually thoughtfully look at other peers' comments and think how your response can help to the discussion. After you finish in Google Docs, we will take up the discussion into the Folio discussion folder. So let's look at what that will look like. And now we go to the final stage of the workshop. You have to go back to your folio, to your course main page. You will have to remember which group you're in, and then you should go to communication and discussions and find your discussion board. Naturally, you're all divided in groups, so make sure that you're posting in the right discussion board. For example, if we're doing fiction and you're in the J.K. Rowling's group, you should be sure that you're clicking J.K. Rowling. In the nonfiction workshop, if you're in the Truman Capote group, click on Truman Capote. For each member of the workshop, please post a different post. That is to say, if you're doing a review for Katie, then please do one post for Katie. When you do a review for David, please do one post for David. You have to do one review for every person who's in your workshop group. In the subject, please make sure that you say that you are reviewing Katie, and that is creative nonfiction, fiction, or poetry. And then go ahead and start the discussion. For the discussion, it's always good to go back to the actual original assignment. So let's go and take a look at what the assignment asked you to do when you had to post a creative nonfiction essay. You will see that the first part was that you had to choose between a fragmented or a braided narrative, a memoir, or literary journalism. You want to see whether the writer actually did this right, and you might want to check with the book in terms of the correct structure for that particular style. And then after that, I asked that you please use images, the setting in the way that we have learned, story in the way we've learned, character, and insight. So you will want to consider the piece based on those things. And then if there is anything else that occurs to you, for example, certain things weren't too clear, or it felt vague, or perhaps you weren't sure what country you were in, all of those things are worth mentioning, of course. Anything that you say will help the writer become a better writer. So when you don't say it, you're just actually allowing the writer to remain stagnant rather than growing. So don't be shy. Just be polite. You will also want to check again on your workshop summer assignment. The assignment instructions are in Google as well as in Folio. Make sure that you've covered all the steps that were required. For this particular assignment, you had several stages of things to do. Make sure that you've done everything that was requested of you so that you can get the maximum grade for it. To summarize, when you have completely read all of the essays from the people in your group, when you have given comments in the documents, when you have responded to some comments, when you have posted one post per each member of your group in the Folio discussion board, and once you've participated in that discussion, then you've completed all the steps from the workshop. I hope you enjoyed the process. I look forward to reading your